Hi, everyone. I'm Matthew Lagrone. I oversee general electives here at Guelph Humber, and I'm super excited to talk to you about the study abroad heading to Munich and Malta with the theme of World War II. Our trip will take us from Toronto to Munich, where we'll fly directly. After a couple of days in Munich, we'll fly to Malta, spend a couple of days there, and then fly back to Munich before heading back to Toronto. So I want to talk to you a bit about sort of the itinerary, the theme of the course, and what we'll be doing and what you can look forward to. I'm super excited. I've been to both places, two of my favorite cities in the world. Our topic is about one of the darkest chapters in human history, and what we can learn from that and what we've not learned from that. Located in southern Germany, nestled in the Alps, which you can see in the background of the video there. Our first full day there, we're going to head to the Altstadt, the old town, which you can see here. This is the Marienplatz, the kind of the center of the core of the medieval town of Munich, which is still the core of contemporary Munich today. One of the most famous places in the world. But it's not just old medieval, it's also hyper modern. Here you see the headquarters, you saw the headquarters of BMW. We'll be visiting their museum and getting a tour there. It's a really spectacular place. We'll also learn about the sites associated with World War II. Munich was the home, the founding home of Nazism. So in the post-World War I era, from 1918 to 1924, it's where Hitler got his start as a politician with the growing National Socialist or Nazi movement. And so we'll visit the sites in Munich associated with Nazism. Another day, we'll head out to about half an hour outside of Munich to a quiet, leafy suburb called Dachau. The name Dachau chills today. It's the site of the first Nazi concentration camp, built in 1933, immediately after the Nazis came to power. And we'll visit the memorial site there, and we'll take a tour. And you'll be surprised how quiet it is there, but also how could this little suburb house a camp that ended up killing tens of thousands of people, right? It's a very important spot for us to visit so we can understand how tyranny and terror happen. The next day, we'll head about a 2-hour train trip north, 90-minute train trip north to Nuremberg, which in terms of World War II is known for two things in particular: the Nazi rally grounds. So if you've seen any footage from World War II and the Nazis and the big parades they'd be in Nuremberg in these big grounds. And they were propaganda films directed by Leni Riefenstahl. And you'll get to learn about Nazism and propaganda in Nuremberg. But Nuremberg's also the site of the post-World War II war crimes trials and really the beginning of the modern human rights movement. We'll take our little 2-hour flight from Munich to Malta. Malta, this tiny little speck of an island country in the Mediterranean, just south of Sicily. We'll go to Valletta, which is the capital, and you're seeing images of it here, of Malta. And in Valletta, we will visit World War II sites. Malta was the most bombed country in World War II. And we'll talk about why that's the case, because it was a refueling base for British and American ships and planes. So the Nazis and the Italians bombed it. Over 90% of the country was bombed. So we'll visit, especially in Valletta, which has some of the best museums and sites still available for us to see. Valletta is the smallest world capital. You can walk from one end of the city to the other in 25, 30 minutes. A beautiful place. Valletta is right here. That's the capital. About a 45-minute bus ride from Valletta takes us to Medina, this gorgeous medieval walled city. We will also head north to another Maltese island, Camino, and go to the Blue Lagoon, which is this beautiful, picturesque spot here. When we return to Germany, we'll be taking 2 day trips that will kind of help ease us from the dark chapters of World War II. We will visit Neuschwanstein Castle, which actually looks like this. If it looks like a Veridau castle, it's because it was built as one. It looks like a medieval castle, even though it was built in the 19th century. And it was the template for the designs of castles in Disney World and Disneyland. I hope you'll join me on the trip. Thanks so much.